Morning, everybody. So I woke up a little bit earlier to fix the things I needed to fix, but I guess I will show you guys what I had been working on. So as you guys can see, these are how the rotors look. Brakes right there. Looks pretty nice. I'm freaking hella excited. If you guys are wondering why I didn't post a video, is because I was halfway towards installing everything and then I had to go, and basically it was gonna be like a 2-day part video, and my dumbass forgot to freaking export the first footage, and I reformatted the SD card for the camera, and then now it's gone. Today we are going to be replacing the brake master cylinder right there. Alright everyone, so basically you need a 10mm flare nut wrench, 12mm socket, and I don't have a bench grip, vice grip or whatever, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to ghettoify it, but I got this from Pep Boys. Here's the part number 13911. Basically, when you don't have a bench vice grip, there's a certain way you could bleed the master cylinder, and I'll show you guys. But I also got Acura brake fluid, and then I got the master cylinder from Eccentric, Rock Auto. Oh shoot, right here. This is the one, guys. So we'll go ahead and do that. First things first, go ahead and use the 10mm to take out the little flare nuts. Anyways, to start off, I like to loosen the bolt right here and right here. It's going to be a 12mm, so as you can see, it goes one right here, and then there's one in the bottom. Once that's loosened, I'm not going to totally unbolt it. I want to start off with the flare nut where the master cylinder is. So what I'm talking about is this thing right here. I'm gonna get that one and this one, so we'll go ahead and get those. I put a rag under because you already know how brake fluid is very acidic to the point where it could mess up the paint and whatnot, so I put a rag just in case. You're going to need a 10 flare nut wrench, so we'll go ahead and start doing that. Cool. It's out. These two done. Okay. Nice. And we removed it. Hell yeah. Now we gotta remove this plastic thing. We want to make sure we take this out, because the new one comes with a new one. So let's go ahead and compare. Alright everybody, so we're gonna compare it used to new. As you can see, the new is a little bit bigger. This is a 13/16 and this is a 15/16. And reason why we're actually doing this modification is because this is obviously going to be bigger, so there's going to be more fluid to be carried, and because the squishy brake pedals that I'm feeling after I do the rear disc conversion, this is the whole reason why we're swapping it, is because I want to fix that. I want more brake brake security, I guess you could say, in a sense. So basically what we're doing is we're flushing the system because there is air in here, right? I mean, it's out in the open, packaged literally like this. And what we want to do is we want to keep the little tubes to the point where it's submerged in brake fluid, and then we want to get the black tubes and plug it into one of these little what do you call this? Little connect tube fillings or whatever. And then you just go ahead and insert one. We want to make sure this is secure first, so yep, go one. Make sure this is all the way in. They should have given freaking clear tubes, man. Now what I want to do is plug it. So it's literally like this. This is how it's supposed to look, and make sure everything's tight. And what you want to do is when this is 1/4 full or submerged, you want to push it to the point where there's no bubbles. And again, I don't know why they left it as black tubes, but we're gonna do our best. So let's go ahead and just do this right now. So you can use any brake fluid. It's just that if you guys don't know, I do work for a photography dealership services. So I mean, we service Acura, and I was just like, hey, I want to get brake fluid, and basically they're like, okay, and then they were like, here, we'll give you a hookup for taking pictures for our car. So that's basically why I am able to get this for a good price. So remember guys, we want to make sure the black tubes do not go outside of the fluid, so it looks exactly like this. Try not to tip too much. And then now what we want to do is bleed it. How we're gonna bleed it is we're gonna push. So this is what we're doing. Probably to be safe, I'm gonna do this like 20 times. And then it looks like it's and then again, same thing. Like that, keep pushing. Make sure there's no air in the system. What I noticed is that if there's no bubbles forming, like right now, I'm doing it, and that means there's no air in the system. This is officially bled, and we are good to go. So now what I'm gonna do is take this out really quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring this to the car. So let me just go ahead and do that really quick. Alright everyone, so this is how I have it. Obviously if you do have a bench, it'd be so much easier, and you'd probably get near to impossible air bubbles or air into the system. Obviously I don't, right? So there is going to be air in the system. So now what I want to do is I want to plug the flare nut wrenches inside, so that way there's no brake fluid leaking. Although there's going to be very minimal air in the system, I think it should be more than fine. Alright everybody, so I'm done. This was a bitch to put back on, but that's how it looks. Hella fat, but I'm pretty excited.